Here are 7 things nobody tells you about starting a business that I really think you should know. So the first thing is sales don't arrive just because you have a good product. So when I launched Lippy Links, I thought, wow, this is the best product ever. People are gonna love it. I'm gonna have so many sales. It's gonna be amazing. But when I launched, there were crickets. The first sale I got was from a friend, and then nothing for the rest of the month. And then again, one sale the following month, and nothing else. And then the following month, one sale again, until it started picking up and I got more sales. But I had to work really hard to get those sales. I had to send out to a lot of influencers. I had to contact a lot of media. I had to make a lot of posts. So it took a lot of work, and you just have to keep going because it is disheartening. And it's like, hello, I'm out here, I'm posting, I'm commenting, I'm communicating, and it's like nobody hears you. So just because you've got a good product, it doesn't mean you're going to get customers. You really got to work hard for it. So yeah, that was the first lesson. The second thing is that friends and family probably won't be your biggest customers. So the first order I got was from a friend, one of my friends, and that was in the first month. And I thought that more of my friends would buy, but they didn't. And I thought maybe even my sister would buy, but she didn't, and she still hasn't. And I thought that, she would support me for the first one. And I understand, like, Lippy Links is not my first business. I have had a lot of businesses, and all of them came to nothing. So I think maybe she just kind of got fed up, and she isn't a lipstick person anyway, so it's not her type of product. So I totally understand. And other family members that I contacted and talked about it to let them know, there's no other family members have bought and no other friends have bought. So it was a little bit disheartening, but you just got to understand that you can't rely on family and friends to buy your product. You might feel a bit disappointed that they're not going to be your biggest customers. So you need to continue to communicate your product on social media and find your audience and sell to them. So yeah, that's number 2. The third thing you need to know, the emotional ups and downs are harder than the work itself. So it's a roller coaster, and the thing you've got to know is you need to try and, instead of your emotions going like this, for your emotions to go more like this, like little waves. Because there are big highs, like when I won some awards, or when my product went viral a few times, twice in a very distasteful way. My product got stolen from other brands, and then the third one was with Huda Beauty, which was exciting. So you have these really big highs, and it's so exciting, and you think you're going to get rich and everything's going to be fantastic, and then the attention dies down, and then it's like, hello, I'm still here. So then you've got to learn that you've got to keep going, that you can't think that it's all going to be great forever because of these amazing moments. You have to keep it going. You have to figure out a rhythm. You have to figure out how to keep customers coming, how to keep the attention going. You have to figure that out. You can't just sit on these amazing viral moments because they're going to come and go. You need to learn how to ride the wave and keep it going and keep momentum going regardless what happens. And if you can learn to do that, you will have a really good business. The fourth one is you'll spend more time solving problems than creating. So being in business is like being a firefighter. There's fires every day. There's issues that come up all the time. And you have to learn to deal with those ups and downs all the time. So there's always things that happen. Something's going to happen with when you send items to influencers and they get lost, or you've sent items to influencers and there's now taxes and things, and they don't want to pay and they're mad at you, so you have to spend more money. Or when I had the competitions and I said in the terms and conditions that you have to pay the taxes, and then you have winners crying to you that they can't afford the taxes, so you have to pay it out of your own money. Like one winner was in Brazil, and she said the taxes that she had to pay for the prize I sent to her is like a week's wage. Like I couldn't believe that. So I had to pay it, which is really annoying. But I did it anyway. I mean, not in a bad way. It's like it was unforeseen, and I didn't realize it was going to be that much. So that was really upsetting. Or when you have moments where your product goes viral and you have people stealing your product, and it's infuriating because it's like, it's my product and now you've put your name on it and you're selling it as your own. Honestly, it felt like somebody had kidnapped my child and I couldn't get them back. It was so distressing. I cannot tell you how distressing it was. It's things like that you've got to deal with. And then also you're dealing with fans of these people who are abusing you, and you're getting constant messages and constant comments, and it's really, it's distasteful, it's stressful, and you have to keep working on your business as well as dealing with this. So there's always problems that you have to deal with. It takes you away from creating. You have to deal with all these things, and it takes a lot of time away from what you're supposed to normally be doing, which is running your business. But there's always something. There's like box issues, color issues, issues for your product. There's always something, always. So you need to learn to deal with all those issues and try to continue to keep creating. So business is not easy, it's hard. The fifth thing you have to deal is that progress is much slower than you think it's going to be. So when I started inventing lip billings, it took me 4 years to get from idea to end product, and I didn't think it was going to take that long. I gave up many times. It was very disheartening. I thought that this was never going to happen. And what was really annoying is when my product started getting copied, and it's like it took me 4 years and all the hell I went through, and they just bought my product, took it to a manufacturer, and they reverse engineered it and copied it directly. It's infuriating. I spent 4 years working on that. I went through 36 different manufacturers, 6 different countries, 6 different box manufacturers, 2 designers, and it took me 4 years. And they're stealing my product and they're doing it in a couple of months. It's infuriating. So yeah, progress is slow. So it took me 4 years. It took a long time to go from idea to end product. You've got to keep going, because what else are you going to do? Do you want a 9 to 5, or do you want to get rich on this new invention that you've got? The decision is yours. So that's another thing you got to deal with. The sixth thing you've got to deal with is that most overnight successes took years. So again, lip billings took me 4 years. 4 years, 36 different countries, 6 different box manufacturers, 6 different countries, 2 designers, and it took 4+ years to get there. And it takes time, and you've just got to know that there's lots of problems that you got to go through. You got to figure things out, how you're going to make it, what are you going to make your product with, how much can you afford, how long it's going to take, and you've got to keep funding it. There's no such thing as an overnight success. It takes years to get to where you want to go. And you're better off doing the work now so that you don't pay for it later. It's when you get people who have overnight success and they're not prepared for it. Whereas if you've worked really hard for it and then you get your success, you've prepared for it because you're ready. You did the work, you took the time, you learned, you read the books, you watched the YouTube videos, you asked for advice, you did all the work you had to do so that you could get to where you want to go. So there's no such thing as overnight success. You've really got to work for it, and that's the best way to do it. Pay the price. And the last thing that nobody tells you about starting a business that you really need to know, you have to keep showing up even when it seems no one cares. So when I launched Lip Billings, day one, I had a sale. I did not have a sale for another month, and I was posting every day regularly, and it was really disheartening. And then the second month I had another one customer, and then the third month I had another customer, and then it's when the snowball started getting bigger. Like the snowball was rolling down the hill, and it became a big snowball. So it takes time, and people don't know who you are, and usually when people buy something, they have to see your product again and again and again before they decide, hey, yeah, maybe I should have a look at that product. Yeah, maybe I should buy it. It does fulfill a need that I have. So you've got to keep working. People will ignore you, but if you really want it, you will keep going until you get it. So you can't give up. You can't get disheartened. Even though you do, you just got to keep going until you get to where you want to go. So you can't give up. People are going to ignore you at the start. That's business. Until you can get momentum and people see your product and people know you and your product and decide, yeah, I like this person, I like this product, I'm going to buy. So you just got to keep going. So I hope those have helped you. That it is a bit disheartening. Business is not easy, but it's definitely worth it. You get a lot of pride within yourself. That for me, I invented a product that never existed, which is so exciting. But things that happen afterwards, not the best. But as I said, business is not easy. You just got to keep going. You've got to be stronger than the rest, and just put blinkers on and just go down your own path, run your own race, and just keep going until you succeed. So I hope that didn't discourage you from going into business, but it's important to know. But it shouldn't discourage you. You know, be tough, baby steps every day. Just keep going, and you'll get there. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, follow along. Tell your friends about Lip Billings. Try Lip Billings, and all of this stuff helps support this channel so that I can earn money and invest it back into Lip Billings, which is what I'm trying to do. And I hope this information is handy to you. Let me know in the comments what you think, or more information, or another video that you'd like me to do, and I will read your comments and I will oblige. Thank you.